Blast me to Bermuda! It's time for the Mad Merlin's unboxing of Warhammer 40,000 Imperium by Hachette Partworks, Delivery 2. Hello and welcome back to the Mad Merlin's Imperium journey. We are here with Delivery 2. Finally, after quite a while of waiting. But we have Delivery 2 all ready to open. This contains issues 3 through to 6. And there are some fantastic models, as well as some awesome paints. So let's crack on with number 3. So, issue 3, first up. Throw that away. So we have a new paint. Our first paint for the Space Marines, Macragge Blue. We get 3 Assault Intercessors, which are normally only available in the Warhammer 40,000 paint set, and includes some nice Ultramarine iconography. We get 3 32mm bases for our models. And in the magazine, we learn all about the Assault Intercessors, we add paint to our Ultramarines, and we learn about the fighting of close combat. So just have a quick flick through. All details about the Assault Intercessors, the Mark X Tacticus armor, what their markings mean, and the fact that they are an understrength squad. We got information about the Dark Imperium, as well as Necron Tomb Worlds. And we have a little bit more information about the assault within the system, with the assault on Drakthir. So, more about the realms. I won't be needing this. But first 4 issues included this. It's a preview of what the premium subscription would look like, as well as what subscribing for the regular delivery would look like. I'm subscribing premium only to get that squad, then after that I'm going back to a regular subscription. We then have how to build our Assault Intercessors, and learning how to paint. It's just applying Macragge Blue to all our Space Marines, getting 3 solid coats for good coverage. Then we have a mission called Hold Them Back, which sees the Assault Intercessors fight off against the Necron warriors. Skip over the page. So there, we just learned about the basics of close combat. Then we have a look at the next 2 issues, which are right here. So, issue 4. It has been a very popular issue because not only do you get my favourite silver, Leadbelcher, but you also get a squad of Scorpic Destroyers, which usually retails for about £30. So if you got this as part of your subscription, as you started at issue 3, it would have been your free issue. But even so, still at £9, it's quite a steal. And these really are lovely models. So, you also get a plasma sight, and you get 3 50mm bases with hexagonal holes, and 1 28.5mm base. So, in this issue, we learn about the Scorpic Destroyers, painting with Leadbelcher, and our biggest battle, which happens on our new size mat. I'll just go vertical quickly to show you this off. So here we have our new larger battle mat. One side is pre-printed with placement markers, as well as the terrain that we'll see within the first 20 issues. And on the other side, we've just got the remnants of the Imperial base, with some craters, what I'm guessing are going to be the outline of some buildings, And hopefully, if this follows the Immortal Realms magazine, these will all be able to link together into one big, large mat. There we go. So now I have a quick flick through issue 4. So learn about the Scorpio Destroyers and their attendant plasma site. We learn how a Space Marine is made. Okay. Learn all about transportation through the warp. And then we finally learn how to build our new models. So it shows in detail about certain models, because there's certain ways you've got to push parts in, otherwise you could end up damaging them. So have a good read through the instructions when you build yours. And remember to always dry fit before you apply any glue. Next we learn how to add the Runod brass onto our Scorpio Destroyers and plasma site, and as well as working with the new lead belcher paint. And how to apply lead belcher to our Space Marines. And finally, the Destroyers Awaken, a new mission which features the Assault Intercessors and the Primaris Lieutenant versus the Scorpio Destroyers and the plasma site. So, may seem unfair, but I think if I remember rightly, the Scorpio Destroyers can't activate until the plasma site moves close enough to activate them. I'll have to play through that at some point. So that was issue 4. Now, a special issue for the collection, which includes a unique model not available anywhere else, issue 5 with the Primaris Captain. So this again has been another hot issue and is part of the reason why it has taken so long for these issues to arrive. Because everyone has been buying this up online at other gaming stores and magazine suppliers like Forbidden Planet and local news agents and W.H. Smith. Basically, people have been buying these up, and it's been making harder for people who have the actual subscription like myself to actually get their issues on time. But we finally have him, and he is a beautiful model. So I've had a few ideas what I'm going to do with this guy. I'm going to change the head for one to look a little more of a veteran. And I've seen quite a few people change the head pose so that it doesn't look like a "I'm looking at my sword" kind of guy. So I am really looking forward to building this guy. And painting him, of course, because we want to make all that detail come to life. He also comes with a 40mm round base. And let's have a dive into the issue. So we learn about Primaris Captains. We discover Space Marine chapters and we battle with our captain. So, decorated company commanders. You have the Imperial Laurels, which act as their iron halo, Mastercrafted power sword, and a plasma pistol. Quite interesting to see how he turns out on the battlefield. We have the tools of war of the Space Marines, so their armor and their weapons. We have War of Ramesses, the Megaria planet, which is where our first few battles are taking place. We have details about the Heart of the Storm, which looks like Space Marines versus Chaos. And we have building our captain. So it goes into using your mold line remover, clipper safety, glue safety, making sure you only clip off the bits that you need, and then mentions testing a dry fit to make sure you are lining up all your components correctly. And there we go. Just looks a wonderful model. Then we get to add some paint to him. So it'll just be Macragge Blue and Lead Belcher for the moment, until we get some more colours in later issues. So next we have Playthrough 5, which is Rallying the Troops. So we have the Primaris Captain face off against the Scorpic Destroyers on the small mat. Just see how tough the character actually is. Then we have a look at our next 2 issues. So another hot issue is the issue 6, The Aggressors. And then issue 7, which I've already unboxed with some paints. And we have a fold out sheet, the Dynastic Hierarchy. So we learn about basically how the Necrons, the court organises itself. So at the top you'd have the Pharaon, and you have his Royal Court, his Praetorians, any vehicles, your legions, so you look at your warriors and your immortals, your outcasts, so destroyers and flayed ones. And you've got Canoptic constructs, and then your Catan shards. And just like the Ultramarines chapter spread out that we get in the next, technically the previous delivery, but the next delivery after this, we have a nice spread of the Necrons fighting against Eldrad and his Ulfway. There we go. And finally, issue 6. So, in issue 6, we get a new paint, Abaddon Black. And we get 3 40mm bases for our Primaris Aggressors. These are the push fit models, and as such only come equipped with the Flamestorm gauntlets. But these are a pretty handy unit to have on the battlefield. It would be a good idea to leave these guys in some sub-assemblies for painting, because as the backpacks will get in the way of reaching hard to reach areas. And take it from me, I have painted these before and it is a pain. So I'm planning on leaving either the backpacks and or the arms off, so I can make it easier to get to all that detail. And of course we got 3 little pieces of base detail, which is nice. Crash service skull, some masonry, and a spent bolter. So that's the models. Let's have a look through our issue. So the Aggressors attack, we add Abaddon Black to our models, and we have our most brutal battle yet. So we learn about the Primaris Aggressors, for their Flamestorm gauntlets, they carry ancient relics, and the alternate weapons that can be equipped are the Boltstorm gauntlets and the Fragstorm grenade launcher. They are a heavy support unit, or fire support as it's known now. So squad comes with a sergeant and 2 other guys. I'll be rolling all that off before the actual in-depth review of the magazines. So we learn about Necron Nobles, the Pharaons, the Overlords and Lords, and the Royal Wardens. And next, so there's only 1 page of background. So next we learn how to build our aggressors. So I'm thinking for this guy I might just leave the backpack loose, glue everything else, and leave him loose from his base. This one I will probably leave the arms off, glue everything else on, and just leave him loose to the base. And probably the same for this guy, because they have simple connections to the backpacks. They just plug in, so it'll be easier to add that at a later date. Very simple push-fit models, perfect for bolstering your army. And we learned how to paint our aggressors. We add some Crag Blue, Lead Belcher, and our new Abaddon Black. So we're painting stuff like the ribbing between the armor plates, gun casings, and cables. Now how to apply it to our other models. So the back of the shield, gun casings again, and all the joints in the armor, and the chainswords. So next we have our fire support mission. So we've got the 3 aggressors on one side against 3 Scorpion destroyers and a Royal Warden. You'll see how deadly the Primaris aggressors actually are. So from the looks of things, we learn about range for the first time. And we got special rules for the Necrons to learn about. And we are using our brand new map we got in issue 4. So it'll be a pretty big and deadly battle. And there we have it. So, as you may have seen my previous unboxing, issues 7 and 8 includes some new paints, Mechanica Standard Grey, Chorus White, and Retributor armor, and we also get a brand new model in the form of the Necron Overlord. So there we have the unboxing for Imperium Delivery 2. It's a rather fun and Space Marine filled delivery. You get some great new models for both sides. And we learn a few new rules about close combat, range on weapons, and the like. So now I will read through the issues and prepare the videos ready for each individual issue breakdown, and I'll be posting those as soon as I can so I can catch up with everyone else. So expect quite a few uploads from me in a very quick space. So all I have left to do is thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. And also follow me on all my social medias, as well as use my affiliate link for Curton Games. And also there's a Buy Me a Coffee link if you'd like to help me create more content, especially if it's mad. So, I've been Merlin, I'm quite mad about painting, and goodbye.